And so you talked about it a little bit earlier, the trusted leader. But what I'd like to get into are really some of your core values that you talk about in your book. And this is what has been used in different curriculum with universities. This is what's been used with a lot of different corporations and government agencies that you've worked with. So please tell us more about the actual, subject material here.
Yeah. So in this book, again, I talked about it's about thinking and acting like a trusted leader. So it's the partnering approach. Remember, I talked about when I was executive director and we took this partnering approach. This is the mindset and the values. And the mindset is sort of how you think, your intentions. You remember the Pygmalion effect years and years ago of, the teachers, what they believed about the students actually created the result. So the same thing is true in your business. And so there's 10 partnering intentions and there are 6 partnering values. And the values are really important because values are a cluster of beliefs. It's what you believe to be true. And those beliefs create attitudes. You can't see a person's beliefs, but you can see and hear and experience their beliefs, their attitudes. And then those attitudes create behaviors. So if you want to change your people's behaviors, you have to start with values. And so the core values for creating a high trust atmosphere, of course, starts with trust. And the underpinning of trust is really a commitment to being fair. No matter what happens, we're going to be fair. Because think about it, conflict happens or distrust happens when I feel like somehow I'm being treated unfairly. And so you commit to being fair. And so it's about fairness. It's about transparency. So transparency is being willing to be open and honest, but also to share good, bad, and ugly. So you're not afraid to share openly. And your people are not afraid to share openly. So many times what I have seen is that you spent all this time hiring great people. You got the best of the best. And then you create an atmosphere where they're afraid to speak up. And then when there's a big problem or a big opportunity, you don't even know about it. It's killed a lot of businesses, I'm just saying.
Yeah, you even say high trust equals high performance. Like that's one of your go-to sayings. You talk about it in your book. And that is kind of like a core foundational principle with how to build a great team, right?
It's a principle. We also have years ago, I started a nonprofit charitable organization called the International Partnering Institute, and they have sponsored 5 different university level studies on this model. And we know that you can save at least 10% of cost, 10% of time, and around 10% improvement in satisfaction between employees and there's other things too, like creativity, innovation, and you can't even have it until you've created a high trust atmosphere. And these things are additive, so it grows exponentially. Yeah.